coverage that we did a little bit this evening too. I thought that there was a lot of good things. I think Caden Anderson was pretty sharp on a lot of stuff. I thought we handled the 2-minute scenarios really well with both. I thought the kickers did well tonight. And so, look, I think that there's some things to build on. We're getting better. We've got to get a lot better, but
Bryson Bradley did a good beat tonight.
he had a good night. He did. And he's had a good camp, and I think that we're going to, it's reasonable for us to expect positive plays out of him. And I love his demeanor. He just works. And he's very fast, but he just works and works. He has an unlimited gas tank, and the fact that, never gets tired. And so you appreciate that when a guy can play fast for prolonged periods.
What happened on the long touchdown? Did Miller get beat that bad, or did he slip?
It was a double move, and he bit on the first pump, and so that's what happened. And, you don't have time to recover on Bryson if you don't play it right. It's a guy that's, if I told you the miles per hour, he's fast, and so you don't have time to recover.
Are you going to keep him on block?
Yes. And we've felt like that all along, that he would be good at that, and he's gotten better at it. We've still, I big fan of Bryson, and I love how he works. And like I said, he's a guy that just shuts up and works. And I was on him a little bit on the last scrimmage because I thought his tempo in and out of huddle and in and out of certain things could have been quicker to get. Tonight, that wasn't an issue.
How far was that kick?
55. Yeah, so look, that was, we didn't have a choice, right? That's the two-minute scenarios at play. I don't know if anybody really knew what was going on. Probably wondering why we're going fast and all that stuff. But we wanted it. The target we wanted to reach was the 30, and I was kind of nervous when it was at 38. I'm like, okay, it's 55, but you have no choice. There was 3 seconds left to hit the kick field goal. He hit it, and even Keelan's hit the upright. It was a good kick. He just hit the upright. Yeah, we're vastly upgraded there. And Chris is a substantially better player than he was a year ago. Bigger, stronger, faster, better. Yes. And then when you look at Eric Richardson, I thought did a couple things this evening, but and Dion is a really talented young player. I think we've got a chance there a little bit.
Braden Johnson's kind of a hammer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
a couple pops tonight.
Yeah, that guy's freaky strong and big and moves well. And it's interesting. We track everything. The guy runs the ball so hard all the time. He's ran the most yardage of any player of ours since we started practice on July 28th. And I was stunned when I saw that the other night. More than the corners, receivers, anything. And I'm like, Brayton Johnson, and it is. It's just how he rolls.
How do you evaluate the trenches when two guys on both sides are out, but the guys in there are guys you want?
Well, that's what we had to evaluate.
Yeah.
This was a big night for Braylon Jenkins. This is a big night for Gio and Caleb Hall and Taya, and Rex Johnson played it quite a bit tonight. Geiger. We got the play count on those guys, and that's what part of. I'm asking where's our play count at? I know Geiger was in the low 40s. I know Rex Johnson was in the low 40s. So that was a key thing. We wanted to get those guys to about that level tonight. And so that was a big deal there. No, we needed that type of work, both sides of it tonight. Sam Sula needed that play count. Jaden Williams needed that play count. So.
I haven't heard Braden Wilson's name a lot since the spring. Where is he kind of at since coming here in the spring and just his role?
He did a couple good things tonight. Caden Anderson had to get rid of a ball fast in the red zone on it. He tipped another ball. Steady guy, plays hard. Plays with his hair on fire, and that's what you appreciate about him. So, he's going to play a bunch of football for us. He's important.
You said big night kind of for the running backs. Did anybody stand out to you? It seemed like it was kind of a mashup.
I don't know. It's kind of a mashup. I'll have to go back and watch the video on that one. I think I think that there's a couple good plays in there, but just to sit there and single out a bunch of stuff. I thought Teron Kelman had a nice run. I thought DeMaje had a couple things that looked decent. I thought, Sam Harris, obviously, the touchdown he had was pretty good, and so there were some good things. It's just, we'll have to go back and look at that because it's kind of, you're playing a lot of people at that position.
Fitzgerald looked pretty good in the red zone, minus just not getting a couple feet down, but if that happens, it looks like he's going to go up and get it.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a big target, he's 6'6", and he moves well. Even the one in the back corner, there was a really good play by the DB. Otherwise, he had the ball at a high point, and you just got it, separated late. So, no, I mean, he's going to have a lot of value for us, and I thought he answered the bell tonight. I think his first scrimmage wasn't as good as what tonight was.
Not a ton of missed tackles. How'd you like the way with the defense?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think when we step back from it, I think on both sides of it, there's some positives. I thought we tackled pretty well. I thought we, had a couple times where we had decent pressure. I thought, really and overall for the whole thing, we had a couple penalties there. We had a double clutch snap with the center early. Had a couple holds. But it also wasn't our mechanics of getting a play in and out, the 2-minute thing. I thought we operated really well. So I thought both sides of it, there was some positives to take away. And we got two more. We got to put the throttle down for 2 more weeks because we're not where we need to be yet. But I think that you can see a glimmer of where we hope to get to.
Is there a favorite for returning kickoffs, but then also the kicker on the kickoffs right now?
Right now, I'd say if we kicked off to start a game right now, it'd probably be Bart. He's been the most consistent kickoff guy. Keelan gets him a little too dangerously close to the corner for me a little bit, and he has put some out of bounds. So that's kind of where we'd be at there. It'd probably be Bart. As far as the kick returns, I think a lot of it will be Dion, but we'll see. He's got a little bit of an ankle right now. We got to get him a couple more days to get, completely right. But we're not finalized at who's our kickoff returners. We got to do that.
That's good. Thanks a lot, Jay.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. Did it resemble football?
Yeah.